Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert, that's me. This video contains things that I encounter throughout the day. If for some reason I complete a task and you would like to see the details, you can click on the link in the description area below. This video also contains tips and tricks that I learned throughout the years. I plan on leaving this video accessible for about 30 days. After that, you can view it through my Patreon account. Thank you very much for watching. Kicked off the Tinker Day. Man, I worked on that solve video for that AC compressor. Whew, the video today one, it took me several hours. I bet 4 or 5 hours, easy. Trying to piece that together so it could be a good video for those solve people. Hopefully they'll make it worth my while. Then I got a package in today. Yay, packaging today. Now, one of the biggest problems, most expensive problems with these 850s, S&V 70s is when the evaporator leaks. I was talking to my mechanic when I was in Albuquerque a couple days ago about that, and he said that he hadn't replaced an evaporator in 10-15 years. He said he uses this stuff. Now, he uses the stuff in a kind of like a glue bottle that you pump into the AC system, but it's called Red Angel refrigerant stop leak. He said he's been putting this in cars for 15 years. It stops the leak, never comes back. Now, you guys know I'm not a fan of fixing in the can, but lemonade is leaking. I'm putting a can of refrigerant in every day, so I'm going to test this out for you guys. Now, of course, the evaporators, some of them are plugged up because they haven't had cabin air filters. They look horrible. So you may want to try to clean those out anyway with some kind of air conditioner, coil cleaner stuff or something like that. Spray it through there from inside the car toward the outside. Then get on the other side with the blower motor out and try to clean all that gunky stuff out. And then service that thing with this. I'm going to try it, see if it works. Let you guys know. And I'm not a big fan of stuff like this, but if it'll help stop that stuff from leaking so you can service it and be done with it, I don't know, maybe that's what he did with Panther a few years ago. But Panther's been good for a long time, probably 4 or 5 years. So I'm going to try this in there, let you guys know how it works. Then I got another package from one of my viewers. This is from the guy that actually has Queen Bee now. See what this is. Packages. And here we go, folks. A good sized box. www.autoartmodels.com. Uh-oh. Must be something to make lemonade like. Oh, boy. Got me a big old lemonade model. Woohoo! I'm going to get lemonade put right down there. Lemonade, boy. Everybody likes lemonade. I'm going to put that in the window right there. Goodness. 1.18. Whoa! Got to open this up, see how good this looks. Oh, yeah. This is it, boy. Not too many people got one of these limited edition wagons, boy. Whoo! Got the roof rails and everything. Let go! Let go! Something's holding on. Oh, the hood is open. It's got a rear wing too. Man, this is hard getting out of here. Somebody got a key? It's got holders inside the bottom with little Phillips screws. So I got to go grab a little Phillips screwdriver. I'll be right back. See if this one fits down in there far enough. Oh yeah, I got an extension. Got a little driver. Now I got the screwdriver. Stick it in these holes and unscrew it. Yeah, boy. Woo! Lemonade, boy. All right, I'm gonna quit playing around and get to work. See if the door is open. Woo! Steering wheel's on the right side. The airbag cover on the dash is tight. Just got a rip kit, boy. Got a rip kit. Oh, the back door is open. Get on there, you can ride too. Dang, and the trunk lifts are tight, boy. Woohoo! Gotta make me a cargo cover for back there, boy. Whoop, whoop. Look at them, look at them Michelin's roll, baby. Alright, I'll catch y'all later. I gotta do some work. Well, folks, I'm gonna try to get some tinkering in before this day ends. As you can see, my return hose to my coolant bottle is leaking, running down the bottle around the back. I need to replace that hose. I tightened it up a little bit at Gilbert's with one of those Oaklear clamps. That didn't seem to do the trick, so I'm gonna replace that hose. Anyway, I got a problem with my AC, as most of you know. It is leaking. I would say about 12 to 14 ounces of refrigerant every day. If I put a can a day in, it'll keep running fine. But if I let it go 2 days, the compressor won't even come on. It's so low. So I have not serviced this since I left Arizona. I woke up, serviced it in Arizona or somewhere along that line, or maybe even Missouri. Came home, haven't serviced it since. That's been about 5-6 days. Now, I stopped through Albuquerque, and my mechanic there told me about this stuff here, Red Angel AC refrigerant stop leak. Now, the instructions say that this will service a system as long as it's not losing more than 1 pound of refrigerant per day. Well, I think this is losing about 12 to 14 ounces, not 16. So I may have a chance. It says it will not damage AC systems or the recovery systems. So this is supposed to be safe to put in your system without plugging it up. Say it's the best in the US. It say your AC system must be evacuated or partially depleted prior to installing Red Angel. And I believe I'm probably 1.5 pounds down right now. So I should be good. Locate the low side of the port. That's the low side right there. This doesn't have a high side service port, only a low side. It says start the engine, turn the AC on to max cooling. Let's do that real quick. It's easy to service. It's just like self-servicing your car. They have another method of this stuff that you pump in like you do PAG oil. So I'm going to turn this car on. Turn the AC on. Recycle full cold blower. My compressor probably not going to kick on because my system's so low. And my compressor is not cutting on. Then it said shake can well and then connect the adapter to the low side port while depressing the can top. Shake can while depressing shake can while depressing the top and continue until can is empty, 3 to 5 minutes. Not recommended for systems that are losing more than 1 pound. Not recommended for leaking compressors, which I don't think I have. So let me go ahead and connect this. I'm going to turn this around. It rotates. I'm going to connect that. Then I'm going to push the button down on the cap. Hopefully that'll work. I may have to break that. Oh, I think you may have to break this off in order to push the nozzle down here. So let me go ahead and connect that. It didn't break all the way off. I hope that's enough. Anyway, let me connect it and pull the trigger. It appears to be on. Now I'm gonna pull the trigger. I can see stuff flowing through the clear hose. I'm gonna push it down 3 to 5 minutes. You can actually see it going in when you pull the trigger. Uh-oh, I done sprung a leak on my finger down here. And it stops when you let go of the trigger. I got a mild leak up here by my finger. Need to put some gloves on.
Can't believe it.
Now I'm filling the system with gas. This can had about half as much as it should have. Maybe about 8 ounces. I hope enough of that red angel went in the system to seal it. Because I got a little puddle down there from that was leaking out of the charging spout. So anyway, I'm going to keep servicing it with this can. And I'm going to look for an oil filter because this car is now due an oil change. The AC leak in these cars is one of the Achilles heel. The evaporator, which is behind the dash, those tubes connect to the evaporator, is what usually leaks. Leaks on the evaporator, loses your refrigerant. In my opinion, if your evaporator is leaking so much that you have to service your system every 90 days or sooner, you need to get it fixed. Hopefully this stuff will fix it. Other than that, replace the evaporator. Now these evaporators are normally extremely dirty in the 850s because most 850s do not have a cabin air filter. I installed one in this car, but a lot of the cars don't have them. 20, 30 years of not having them, those evaporators suck up a lot of dirt that gets sucked in through the cabin fan, plugs those things up. So if this, for some reason, fixes my leak, I'm going to find some kind of coil cleaning solution and spray through that coil and try to clean that coil out. I'm going to open up the cowl up here, take the blower motor out, and see if it's possible to get that coil on the back of that AC evaporator clean. But again, if you take this to a mechanic, that's more than likely a $1,000 to $1,200 job. That is the #1 place these things leak. You can inspect the back of the evaporator by pulling the fan resistor and looking in there with a black light. Most of the time the system has been serviced with some kind of leak detection agent that you can see with a black light. But at any rate, short of getting this system serviced professionally with this Red Angel solution, you may end up with a system that's leaking chronically. I'm putting it in now. You've seen it leaked a little bit out of the nozzle. Hopefully this will fix it. We'll see. The system basically takes 22 ounces, so I'm trying to get 22 ounces of refrigerant in there. Let me check. I think that can only had 2 or 3 ounces. That has 4.5 ounces. One of these cans has 12 ounces. So if the system was totally depleted, that would put us up close to 16.5 ounces. Then I would just need 6 more ounces to add. I got a full can here, so half of this can should fill that system up. We'll see if it runs continuously with this can once it empties. Emptying one of these cans in the system could take as long as a half hour. You're not supposed to turn the can upside down, so you're supposed to service it upright like this. Some people service them as much as half like that, but if you let it sit like that, shaking it occasionally, it could take 20-30 minutes to empty that can. This is the T5R that Elizabeth is driving, and I'm having problems keeping this side of the wing down. Doesn't appear to be up in the middle. I've taped it down and put a clip on. The clip broke, but there's got to be something in this thing that is bowing like this. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and remove that busted clip, put a replacement clip on. I got about a dozen of these clips. I'm going to put them on my website the next day or two. So if you guys need these clips, they'll be up there. Let me replace this one on here. Both of these screws are rusted in there. Maybe that's why I didn't put a better clip on there before. But let me go and get something to get these two screws out and go from there. My first choice would be to pack some valve grinding compound in there. Try that. Second choice is going to be to use these snips right here. Try to pinch the head of the screw and get them turning out that way. One screw out, one to go. I was able to break it loose with this. The other one, I was not able to break it loose, and it is starting to chip away. Might have to drill that one out. But I'll need to spray it with some PB Blaster because these things are rusted down into the threads. Elizabeth just suggested that I just remove the thing since they put tape on it, and when they peeled the tape off, it peeled the paint off. But somebody had rattle canned this wing anyway, so if I can't get that screw out, I might just go to the other side and remove these two screws, take the wire harness out, cut it out. Somebody already didn't put this thing in right. Good Lord. This can is more than half empty. The compressor is staying engaged. So I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect it. Still has a little bit in that bottle, but I think we got 22 ounces in the system between that red angel stuff and this refrigerant stuff. So let me disconnect it and hopefully it'll hold. I'll let you know how it holds from now to next Wednesday. Today is Saturday night. I got one screw out. I broke that second screw loose. However, it is not coming out. I've turned it 3 or 4 times. That's telling me that it is stuck in the receiver, and the receiver is stripped in the tail wing. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this tail wing off and work on getting another one. I'm finished with the AC service here, so let's check, see what our temp is coming out of our vent. Wow, that's some cold stuff right there. Still going down. Let me back that up and shoot it. We're about a foot back, and it's claiming I'm down to 36 degrees. Let me see what this door panel is. It says the door panel's 50. Trash can is 56. That trash can should be like 67, so let's call this 10 degrees off. It says my breath is 81. My breath is 84, so that's 15 degrees low. So assuming that this is also 15 degrees low, I'm at 57 on this cold air duct. It says that's 60 degrees. That's probably closer. It says my suitcase is 64. That's probably close. So I may be at 42 degrees on this AC. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.